I'm here with some representatives of Carousel Ranch, and I'll introduce you all, and then we'll talk a little bit about the program. We have with us Denise Tommy, the Executive Director of Carousel Ranch, and next to her is Riley Weinstein and her mother Terry. And thank you for joining us. I'd like to start with Denise and ask you to tell us a little bit about Carousel Ranch and what needs the program fills.
Okay. Carousel Ranch is an equestrian therapy program for children with special needs, and basically what it is for any child with a disability, we create an individualized program for them. It's all individual lessons, and a lot of it is very similar to what a child would be working on in more traditional forms of therapy. So if they're in physical therapy or occupational therapy or behavioral therapy, we work with that child, creating hopefully an atmosphere that's fun, hopefully an atmosphere where the child isn't necessarily thinking that they're in therapy, but where we can achieve those same results that they're working on. And oftentimes a child will do things at Carousel Ranch because it's fun, because they're riding horses, that they won't do in a traditional form of therapy. So that's basically the basis behind it, is we're looking for the same results you would be looking for in traditional forms of therapy, only wanting to make it something the child enjoys.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Riley a little bit. Riley, tell us about Carousel Ranch and what you get to do there.
Well, I get to ride, which is a lot of fun, and sometimes I like to, they say I complain sometimes at Carousel Ranch because I don't like to do certain things. Like, I have to put rings on the poles and weed through the cones and I don't like to do that sometimes.
Right. Do you know any of the horses' names? Do you have a favorite horse?
I did have a favorite horse, but he passed away.
Oh, he did. I
Yeah.
bet that was sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really sad.
Terry, tell us a little bit about what the program does for Riley and what you think it brings.
It brings miracles, literally. Riley is a medical miracle, and when we heard about horseback riding therapy, at that point, Riley could not sit up, she could not hold her own head up, and she had no communication to her entire left side of her body. I was in a ton of different therapies for her, OTs, PTs, all different kinds of things, and it was a struggle just to get all of these services. And here I am trying to deal with my child and not know what to do, and yet all of a sudden I hear about this incredible therapy program, and I call up Carousel Ranch and I spoke to Denise, and one of the first things that I heard was, well, there's a 2-year waiting list.
Oh boy.
And my heart just went, oh, not again. And basically they put us on the list, and they were having their first walkathon, and we said, you know what, let's go see what this is all about, and let's support it anyways, because we know we're going to be part of the program. And we went on the walkathon without being members yet. Riley was still in a wheelchair, and we wheeled her all the way through. And shortly after that, we got the call from Denise that we were accepted, which was about a year later. So we were very excited. Since that time, we've done away from every other therapy, just because of the mere fact that Riley has become so strong that she went from their traditional beginnings forms of therapy, the way that they do, the way they begin with the kids, to a saddle, which was almost unheard of for Riley's condition, because there was no trunk control, there was no communication. She has no facial animation or blinking or anything like that. So the fact that she could sit in a saddle like one of your regular full functioning children was amazing. And to this day, she continues to improve where she wants to compete. And she rides bareback now. I mean, there are things that she has done that has just been absolutely miraculous. I mean, even on an emotional level. It's just been, we know when she does not go for a week, we notice a marked difference.
That's terrific. You guys do great work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us.